Hello, YouTube. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Tuesday, July 3rd, year 2012. Here's another view of the coastline. How you like those waves? It's a little windy out here today, that's for sure. You can see the sun shining off the rocks there, kind of making a streak. Interesting rock formations. Take a little stroll here. Well, I tell you, it's kind of funny after I made that video about, my friends not being informed about the news and then what TheRumpledOne thought. Well, of course, I had to look at the news. And Anderson Cooper is gay. I mean, so what? Who cares? I mean, that's the kind of news. I mean, I think that's what Thoreau was talking about, gossip. I mean, really, that makes news. And I guess there's more people eating people like zombies or something. I don't know what that's all about either. Of course, the numbers that the government's producing are still bogus. They got to revise them. I mean, how can they expect us to trust them if they can't do things right the first time? I mean, if you hired a contractor and you screwed things up, and then a year or two later you needed another job, would you hire that same contractor? I don't think so. I think we've been down that road before. We keep hiring these same politicians for decades in a row. That just makes no sense. But that's just part of the way things are here. It's a real nice day here in Mayberry. I don't know if you can tell or not, but if you can see it, there's the lighthouse. It is right there. But it's just always nice to kick back and watch the waves. So out of curiosity, did anybody do that little assignment and check in, maybe take an hour for yourselves and see how your year's going? If you have, let me know. I'd be interested in hearing that. But tomorrow, July 4th, is Independence Day. But my question stands, independent from what? From government interference in our personal and private lives? Redistribution of wealth? Land of the free, except where prohibited by law. If you think about it, that's what it is. Laws basically prohibit freedom. You know, we've been talking about Obamacare, but for some strange reason, those people who want us to have Obamacare, they have a whole different health plan. What was that about Congress shall make no law? I think they forgot that. But you know what? You gotta give Obama credit. He's a student of the Constitution, and he just really knows how to work around it. And I guess he knew that there wasn't really anything to stop him. But I guess I'm probably either preaching to the choir and or beating a dead horse. But I do believe Thoreau was pretty active on the political front, reading his papers, civil disobedience. And when you think about it, does any of that really matter? I mean, these waves are going to keep doing what they're doing. Whether or not the government does what it does, or we get rid of it. This right here, this is reality. This is what happens. Tide comes in, the tide goes out. You know, like Harry Brown was saying, just do what you want to do. Keep it to yourself. You know, don't broadcast what you're doing. And you can get away with a lot. That loose lips sink ships kind of thing. You'd have to wonder, though, what would happen if more people adopted that attitude? What would happen? I was in town most of the day, so I didn't get anything done at the ranch. Had some computer work to do, working on some indicators for trading, because I know the people that follow my channel have been wanting me to put out a trading video, so it's coming. I'll make a couple soon. I've got not necessarily a new trick, but something else to look at. I posted it on the forums, so when I have it just ready, then I'll make a little video, tell you about the theory behind it. Maybe you'll be able to use it in your trading. Right now, where I'm at, this is considered a tsunami zone. See all those houses down there? They won't be there if a tsunami hits. They'll be gone. Where I'm standing, I'm about 100 feet above sea level. Chances are, this will probably get some water too. Just depends on the magnitude. But what's funny is when the tsunami sirens run off, they sound, there's some people actually come to the ocean, they want to see it. I guess Darwin was right, natural selection, survival of the fittest. I think that's part of the problem. I may have alluded to that in another video, that laws to protect stupid people. I guess in a way it protects smart people from stupid people too, but I don't know. that whole idea about you can't use your cell phone while you're driving. You know, the texting thing I can see, but as somebody that's been using a CB radio back in the breaker days of the 70s, I don't see much difference. I'm not sure if CB radios are outlawed or not. Might have to check into it. I guess that would be on a state level. I think the truckers might have something to say about that, though. Oh, I just thought of something. I wanted to show you something that I think's kind of funny, but we're going to have to go for a walk. Hope you don't mind a little walk here. It's just one of those things I had to laugh at. It's like those labels they put on hair dryers. You know, don't use while you're in the shower. I mean, really? Do you really need that sign on a hair dryer? Because I think if you do, you should probably be eliminated from the planet. But I know that's mean, or that's not nice. But really, do we want people that would do that breeding? I sure don't. But then again, that's just me. How do you guys feel about it? Maybe since I've been reading Thoreau, I'm getting a little brutal. Well, I tell you, he's just brutal when he talks about the intelligence or the lack thereof of some of his fellow citizens. And here's a buddy of mine's house right here. I was just over there before I was shooting this video. He kicked my butt on the pool table. Must have beat me about 20 games in a row till I finally won the last game of 9-ball. He's got a really nice, you know, big regulation-sized table. And I haven't shot pool in a long time. But he cleaned my clock. Okay, here we go. My question to you is this sign really necessary? Dead end. You see that white and red painted fence there? Wouldn't it be obvious to the driver that, hey, this is a dead end? I mean, where are you going to go? I mean, even at night, headlights, you'd see this sign, this fence here. Would you keep on driving? I mean, come on. Is it really necessary? Oh, anyway. Well, let's see. This video is probably in the boring zone. But it's a nice view. So when you watch this video, think about what you're independent from as you're watching those fireworks go off. Wake up, America. Smell the hypocrisy.